trying to go live. I want to show y'all some things. Um, okay, yeah. I'm trying to get on it here so I can read comments because I record from my phone, but that means I can't see the comments. And guess what? It's not pulling up on my computer either. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and get started with this. Yesterday, my neighbor friend Carrie was live and was talking a little bit about she does amazing junk journals, gorgeous junk journals, and sells them, and they're just, I can't even, like, I feel like my stuff is kindergarten work compared to the things that she does. She comes up with the best themes, and the entire book is centered around that theme, and it's just beautiful. um I'm not there yet. Okay, hang on, y'all. Let me mute this so I don't hear me and you don't hear me. I'm not there yet. Oh, so I don't hear me. Hey, Chris. I hope you're doing well. Let me see if I'm here now. Uh, okay. Let me see here. Anyway, so she was talking about how I do some of my journaling and decorating in my journals and stuff. And I know that y'all have been seeing me use the dated 2025-26 um, Paper Studio book. And I do a couple of different kinds of journals in addition to my planners. I have, well, kind of like 4 different planners because I keep one in my purse all the time, and I just move things to it that I need to have while I'm out of the house. Um, but I decided the other day that I've been really, really missing um, just free decorating, because with these inserts that I bought, they've got stuff on them, so you're limited. Like this, let me see. This one, this insert is the alcohol ink insert. So you've got dividers that look like this, and then pages that have this on it, or pages that look like, let me find some that are not decorated, like this. And I feel like I have to keep with that color scheme when I decorate it, and I'm just missing my creative freedom, you know. So there's that. And then my big one, my desk planner where I put everything, I love it. It's gorgeous. I'm never going to stop using it, but I feel like I kind of have to stick with the color themes of the book. You've got the pink down here, unless I cover that, kind of feel like I need to stick with the theme of the book. And so I just use the stickers that coordinate with it. But I have been missing just doing my thing. I also have been fighting with the perfect layout. Not just like a page layout, but for the whole thing. So I got this little book the other day, and I started writing. I had some other junk written here, so guess what I did? I glued the pages together, so now they're not there anymore. They went away. Thoughts about 2026 and what I want to do for 2026. And I thought about using composition books because you get plenty of room. They're inexpensive. I like that they're just a big blank canvas to start with. But I like the A5 size and being able to carry them with me because they're not too huge. They can go in my purse. Something like this, it's, you know, that's a lot smaller. It doesn't look like it's a lot smaller, but it really is when you start thinking about putting it in a purse. I don't think this would fit in the purse that I'm carrying right now. So I was like, okay, I need some of them to be graph paper for trackers. I need some to be lined, maybe. And I like some dot grid. I like dot grid because you have the flexibility of going in any direction. You can turn it this way and write going up and down like that. You can turn it this way and write. The same with a graph paper composition book, but I don't always like seeing the lines like that. So I just started making notes. What would I do? What would I do? What would I do? Well, this is my tracker that I'm currently using, and I have it set up like this, and I have my things like my personal care things. When I put fresh nails on, taking my medicines, when I do my scripture writing and my devotional and gratitude and prayer and my 5-year journal and prompt journaling, and as I go through all my different books, I mark it off in here. And then some of the household things, like the daily tidy, the kitchen and bathroom and bedroom and living room, those kind of things. When I refill my pill boxes, when I drop off prescriptions, when I pick up prescriptions, that kind of thing. So you can see it only the whole year just goes to right here. So I had this room in the back, and I thought, well, let me try this and see how it works. I started out with hey, Lisa Marie, girl, that planner, I don't even know if it's still in the stores. I have not been in a store. I ordered it online. I haven't checked lately to see if it's in stock. It was so inexpensive. And this week, well, tomorrow, the sale, the paper is not included in the sale. It starts tomorrow, but paper will be 40% off the following week. Every other week, their paper's on sale for 40% off. Planners, inserts, stickers, all that stuff. Anyway, so I was like, okay, I need to see the whole year on one page. And I like the dots because I could map it out and draw it myself. And I like that. And then I thought, okay, I need a page for my appointments and birthdays. And I did this. Then I decided that I need more room than that, because like I just put in my August appointments, my October appointments, and 2 birthdays, and it almost fills it up. So I think what I may do is do 4 months per page if I use this size book. Then I went to, I drew out January, but then I decided, you know what, forget January, let's go with where we are right now and work on this. So I drew out the month of August. It's on one page. Started doing a week on a page like this, and then following that week on the page, a page a day. I'm realizing now I don't need a full page a day like that. Even decorated, I don't need a full page. I like to have the week showing, but I don't need a full page for each day. So then, I'm telling you, I made notes and I thought about it like this. I filled that up, but I could have done all that on a half page. I didn't need a full page of it. So then I decided that I would try, because I don't like this. Like, I can write everything I need to do or whatever across here, but it feels squished, and I don't know. I just decided I don't like that as much. So I decided I would try it. I'm flipping pages, y'all. Just ignore the page flipping. Ignore the page flipping. I decided I would try it like, I'm going to keep using this through August and see how it goes. But I decided to try a week going vertical. Yeah, a vertical week instead of a horizontal week. I like this better because I feel like I can dot and write, dot and write, dot and write, you know. Have room for notes over here for this week. And then I like a Sunday start. A lot of planners don't have that. So that was one thing that I was like, I want a Sunday start, because I feel like my week starts on Sunday. So then I just started dividing the page. I'm like, okay, we're going to have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. where am I? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then have this page for notes, right? And draw out the next week. Vertical. Have the days here. Now, I realize that it's an odd number of days. Okay, y'all stay with me on this. In order to have this here and then have my 7 days on half pages, I need to have this on this page instead of that page. Does that make sense? So I really would have like a page and a half for notes for the week or for the upcoming week or for the upcoming month or whatever, and that would be fine too. So instead of drawing out my week here, I would have it here, then have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, a half page for notes. And y'all gotta ignore this because I've got this set up for my tracking, and then a full page for notes in the following week. So I'm thinking on doing that. But I wanted to show y'all because Carrie asked me about this yesterday. This is how I started. I believe February 2024 was the first one I made, and this was before I got on YouTube, so these have not been seen anywhere. Y'all, everything in here is from Dollar Tree, except the pens that I used. And I used the Bic Crystal 1.6 millimeter extra bold pens that are like $2 for a pack of 10 colors. This is a Dollar Tree composition book. I think this was before I even knew about gluing pages together. Let me see. Yeah, I didn't even know about putting pages together. And I used Christmas tissue paper and decoupaged over the whole cover. And then I bought 2 packs of Valentine stickers from Dollar Tree and decorated it with that and put Mod Podge over it so that they wouldn't get like caught, like the little truck wouldn't get caught on stuff. Did a little title page using a stencil. I made some little pockets here. You can see that. Made little pockets where I could stick stickers in there. Glued part of an envelope in here where I could put things. I numbered the month out 1 through 29 and wrote down appointments or anything I had that day. This was a big desk calendar from Dollar Tree. I cut it apart, cut it down to put in here, cut the bottom of it off so you could fold it out and see the month at a time without drawing it, because I don't like trying to draw it with just a lined paper. It's fine on dot grid, but on lined paper, there's too much measuring and lining up and all that stuff. So this is what I did with it. I did my mood tracker here. I did a habit tracker here. My morning routine and my evening routine. And even the little tabs, y'all, this is just little paper that they had in like scrap packs of paper at Dollar Tree. I cut them in half and then I folded them in half and labeled them like that, glued them on. I was doing monthly affirmations, a word for the month, manifestations for the month, and then my word for the year. And each month I would look up quotes about that word and put it in here. Now these pages I have glued together. I'm not sure why. I guess they were not, I figured out they were not working for me maybe, and I glued them together. So we're just going to ignore that. And then I started it like this and had a page a day. Just the date. Well, actually I had 2 pages for a day. Now I'm looking at it because I rewrote my affirmations every day. And I wrote my manifestations every day. And then over here, I would put all my chores, or if I had work that day, or whatever, grocery list, the weather. So that's how I started out. And it worked. It's not pretty. Not a lot of stickers going on there. Then I tried some different things like this, some kind of mapping out some boxes to see if I liked doing that. It was messy. I didn't like it because it's messy, because it bleeds through the paper. Then I learned you could glue the pages together to make them thicker, and you wouldn't have that bleed through. Anyway, so that's what it started out like. These rubber stamps are from Dollar Tree, and they are just stamped on brown lunch bags, torn apart and put in there. So this is how I started, and you can see I wasn't necessarily the most consistent person. Some days have a lot of stuff, some days don't. Oops, sorry about that, y'all. Some days have a lot of stuff, some days don't have a lot of stuff. And then I had room in the back for things like party planning. I knew, like, this was March, and this is February. But I knew that in May we were doing a big weekend birthday party at a casino, and I was making a list of the things that we needed for that, making the reservations and stuff like that. And I had room for shopping lists and stuff, just journal ideas and things like that. So that's how I started out. I think by March I may have found out that I could glue pages together. Yes. And there's my word for the year again. I had a little thing about March, a little poetry thing about March. There's the big calendar, and you see I cut off that folded out piece so I could glue this on 2 pages and make notes here. And then I had February and April, the month before and the month after, right there. I numbered 1 through 31 and put holidays and birthdays and things, the affirmations and manifestations, the mood tracker, the habit tracker, and then 2 pages for each day. And I had learned to glue them together by that time. So that worked. I'm trying to remember now why I didn't finish it. I'm not sure. I think I was just going back and forth between different things, trying to find what was going to work for me. You know, because see, then some pages I have a lot of stuff on them. But I was trying to find what was going to work for me. And I like doing this. I like that freedom. I can decorate it if I want to. I'm looking at this, trying to figure out what exactly I did here. I'm not even sure what I did here or why I did it, honestly. I don't know what that's supposed to be. But I liked having blank pages in the back where I could make lists and things like that, brainstorm and all that. You know what? This was my very first one. I forgot about that. This one might just be day of page notes. Yeah, this is just day of page. And I did errands, expenses, shopping, and calls, and recorded the weather. So this is actually how I started with making my own. No stickers, no washi, nothing like that. And it worked. It worked really well. Then I started adding a little bit of washi. Still worked well for me. Now I ran into trouble when I started drawing in my calendars like this, because like I said, it was before I knew about gluing pages together, and I learned that drawing these lines with that bold pen could tear through the paper, like, which wasn't good. But so that's how I started, y'all, with Dollar Tree composition books. And I mapped it out where I could get 3 months in a book. I could do an overview page, a view of the entire month, and then a page a day like this. And I did not have my trackers in this book. I actually had them in a different book, but it still gave me room to brainstorm and stuff like that in the back, which I really like a lot. Notes and things like that. I don't know what this one was. January. Yeah, this is where I learned about the about drawing the calendar, because I would draw the calendar, and if I didn't have my pages glued together, these lines would go all the way through. But that's how I started. And the way I set it up was my scripture reading for each day. I wrote here, I did the food log and steps. Gratitude for each day, and I went ahead and dated it out through the month. And you see, I didn't finish it. I'm not sure what happened. Then I had daily pages here. And I used some stickers that I had that were like old Happy Planner stickers that I've had for a long time. And I had 2 days on a page. But that's how I started. And I kind of miss that freedom. As much as I love that Bose planner that I have, because I really do. I love that planner. But I feel limited. I feel like my creativity is limited. So I know I could use just a lined book for journaling, and even for my daily stuff, if it was okay with me to have it in a different book. But I think I want my dailies in with my month and my week. Trackers are easiest for me in either graph paper or dot grid. I'm fine with dot grid. I thought I would get lost and confused and all that kind of stuff with the dates, and so I was started out highlighting them. I don't even do that anymore. I don't even highlight them anymore, and I'm able to follow it just fine without highlighting it. So the thought now is to just kind of have a collection of these. I like using this for my morning faith journaling, because I can decorate and write going up and down like this, or I can get a little crazy, and I started out doing a page a day. Now I end up doing 2 pages a day because I added some stuff to it. I can get crazy with it, and I'm trying to find one. Flip the book around. Well, okie dokie, I'm gonna find it, y'all. I can turn the book sideways and write like this. And so I like that. I could do that with graph paper, or with dot grid. But I think to find dot grid in this size, it's probably pricey, or I would have to cut down a composition book with dot grid. So tracking would work in this. My faith journaling would work in this. Of course, I would have different ones, one for tracking, one for my faith journal. So yeah, that's where I am right now. And y'all, I hear so much stuff about decorating and not decorating and all that. I just started decorating to add a little bit to it. I don't consider myself a decorative planner. I'm a planner who decorates a little bit. There were some books that I didn't use stickers in. I used watercolor paint and painted little things on my days, or did stripes of watercolor paint. I just usually pick a sticker or two to give me a color theme and then go with that. But yeah, and this holds about 3 months, I believe. I figured out. It's from the middle of May, and I've got enough pages in here. I think I've counted up. I have enough to get to the end of August. I may not. I may have to move to a different one. But let me see. I use one for my sewing projects, and what I do is draw out a calendar. I draw out the calendar for the month, and then I have lists of projects and ideas, and I highlight them or put them on the calendar the day that I do it, the days that I work on it, so that I know if something took me 5 days to get a pillow sham made, I need to know that it took me 5 days to get that done. So I have one for sewing, I have one for social media, where I track as I record and post. I have my goals, what the beginning month count was, the ending month count, what my goal was, if it was met or not, and the date it was met. So, and this is enough for way more than a year. Way more than a year in here. But I really think that I want all my books this size for next year. And decorate however I want to. Theme, no theme, holiday, not holiday, whatever. I can decorate in this one. Because if I have 2 days on a page, like this back here, I could decorate here if I wanted to. I could do washi across here. I have room to decorate if I want to on these pages with washi or stickers. Yeah, but I wanted to show y'all because I know Lisa, I'm sorry, Lisa Marie. Yesterday, Carrie was talking about my planners and journals and stuff. And I just want to kind of show y'all the evolution of where I started and where it's gotten to. The beast, the monster has grown. Some of them I covered. This is peel and stick contact paper from Dollar Tree. And I covered the book with that. And then I had some little stacks of Post-it notes stuck in here. So I would have them with me. And I cut pages out of a graph paper composition book and made them into trackers and just kept them in the book like that and just moved it each day like a bookmark. But I miss this, and I really do think I'm going to go back to that for next year. I really think I'm going to go back to that for next year because I miss it a lot. I miss that freedom to do whatever I want to do. With these other ones, I feel like I have to follow what they've got, their theme that they've already got. Y'all, it was easy. I made pockets in these books. You could glue this one down. Well, I didn't because I knew it wouldn't stick to this. But if you have paper on here, you can fold pages and glue them down. Like this one could be a pocket here and a pocket here. So it's, the possibilities are endless. You can do pockets in the middle of a book by doing the same thing, fold it up. Not like that. Sorry about that. Doing it the wrong way. Fold it down, glue it to that page, so you have a pocket there. You can make tip-ins with scrapbook paper and stuff like that. If you want something to fold out. It's easy. It's easy to put things in there, glue them in the margin, and you can have a flip out page for notes or extra things, shopping list or whatever. But yeah, I want to show y'all that evolution and what I'm thinking about for next year. And yeah, that's what it is. And I'm gonna get off of here because I'm getting kind of tired. It's 4 o'clock and I've got my pajamas on and I'm just about ready to go to bed. But I want to show y'all this, show y'all what my thoughts were, kind of the evolution of how things started and where they are now. Yeah, and that's where it is. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate y'all. Give me a thumbs up or a heart or something, and share the live, share a video, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I appreciate y'all watching and being here and commenting and all that good stuff. And I hope you have a great rest of your weekend.